Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. So this is take 2, so ignore the silly giggling. Anyway, you are watching this on a Friday, and here at Manfa's Makes every Friday we do a crochet catch up. However, before we start the normal proceedings here on a Friday, I have had a few comments on yesterday's video stating that you guys missed the fact that Mike did not sing. So yesterday, if you have not already seen it, do go back and watch yesterday's video, which is of course
Title of the week, Thursday.
So that was yesterday's video, and now he's done his singing. So, on to today's video.
Crochet Catch Up Friday.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Crochet Catch Up is where we come on once a week on a Friday and let you know all the crochet shenanigans that have been going on in the Manfa and Moose Mike household. Sometimes we have a lot, sometimes we don't have a lot. Sometimes it's somewhere in the middle, and I believe that today it is somewhere in the middle. And of course, this one's been missing the last couple of weeks, so he is back. He has something to show.
It's minute.
It's only a ickle bit, but I said to him, just anything, even if it's just one row. The guys need to see you. So I will kick off because I have a little bit more to show than Mike does, which is the usual way of doing things. And then Mike will round it up with what he's been up to. So before I actually show any of the crochet I've been doing, I have completed joining all the squares for the Have You Ever Wondered blanket. It has taken weeks because clearly I like making the squares more than I do joining them together. So hopefully I will get that filmed and uploaded to show you on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So fingers crossed. You will get to see that tomorrow because it is a separate segment. And of course, we kicked off the 3 in Glasses cowl this week. And I have made a ickle tiny start. But again, that is being kept for that crochet along and will not feature on Crochet Catch-Ups. So you don't always get to see absolutely everything we're making. But I do always mention it so that you know there is stuff going on and you will eventually see it. Now, what I did get done, let's actually show you some crochet, shall I? I did the November colours for Litza over at Coco's Crochets her crochet along using this calendar. Now, she gifted this to me in Happy Mail at the beginning of the year, which I am so lucky and honoured to have because not many of us have the physical copy. She looks at the month's picture. She puts the colours on bits of paper that she sees within the picture, puts them in a box, messes them all up, blindly picks, and those are the colours that we put into our blanket. And then she throws in a wildcard colour just to make it a little bit more interesting and exciting. I will show you the picture in just a second and hold it up so that you can see exactly what the inspiration was for this month. And she is doing 2 months in one of our current months. So this is nearly at an end. I have just put November colours in. So in a couple of weeks, December's colours will be in and the border will be put on, and that will be that. We have nearly completed it, guys. And Litza has also come up with a sampler blanket configuration all of her own. I am doing her sampler blanket with her, but others are doing their own blankets of different design, but using the colours and sometimes using the stitches. So for me, Litza picks my colours, she lets me know what stitches I'm doing, and away I go. She encourages us right from the beginning to use scraps because we all have a ton of scraps that we don't really know what to do with. So we're putting them in this sampler throw, what I am. And it will go to my little dog Rolo because he does struggle with regulating his temperature due to some medication that he's on. She wanted it to be something that we did for ourselves because you know us fibre artists are always giving to others more than we keep what we make. But I'm giving it to my dog, so it will still remain in my house, but it will be Rolo's. Anyway, November's picture was the Royal Randwick, the home of the Everest, the richest race on turf. So it is a famous Australian horse racing track. So there is the picture inspiration there. And here is my blanket. So we actually did the same stitches that we did in October. So I am looking forward to December colours and stitches, because I think for the last lot it might be a different set of stitches, which will be awesome. Now, the colours for November were blue, orange, green and red. Now, what I've tried to do throughout this whole project is use the same colours throughout, but I ran out of my green. See, you can see it there, and you can see it there and there, to try and keep a bit of continuity within the blanket, but I used up all that scrap. So I had to find another green, and the first green I found was the highlighter smack you in the face green. So that's why my colour is a little bit different for November. But we did use the crisscross and the half double, I believe. So as you can see, all of October and November have the same stitches, but just different colours. So blue, orange and green were what was picked, and then the wild card colour was the red. So in its entirety, right from the bottom, there's January right down there, and those are all the months and all the different stitches that we have put in along the way. Very scrappy, but very cheerful, and it is one of those projects that I do once every couple of weeks. I can do it watching my fellow YouTubers, and I don't have to really think about what I'm doing. I just bob along, and it's really lovely. Now, obviously, this is folded into quarters because it is a lot wider, and I can't get it in frame. So I do this just so that you can see the variation in all the colours and all the stitches, and I have absolutely loved this. And Litza, if you're watching, hello, please can you do one next year as well, because I've really enjoyed it and I'd love it to be a yearly thing, but no pressure, obviously.
And if you do, I might join in.
Well, that might be a little bit of incentive if Mike wants to join in too, but no pressure. I know that you're a very busy lady.
No, we can't ask that, don't we?
Oh, well, now I'm intrigued, and now they want to know.
Can't ask that. It's not very. It's rude.
What? To send us another calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew where he was going. Anywho, if you do decide to do it next year, Mike and I will both be very eager to join in. But obviously, there's another 6 months until then for you to make up your mind. But no pressure. Just take it as a massive compliment that I have really enjoyed it, and Mike is keen to join in if you do.
But it won't be this year, so...
Could this be, Litza, your version of Luck of the Draw? Just let that little seed grow. There we go. So that is my Coco's Crochet Cal 2023. And yes, I'm not showing you next month because that's Litza's job and I'm not Litza. But yes, Litza, honestly, I've loved every minute of it. I am both really pleased that we're nearly finished because I can't wait to see the finished item, but I'm also a little bit sad because one of my little mindless projects are going to be finished and I won't have it anymore. So it is bittersweet, shall we say. But yes, I have loved it. If you don't know Litza, please go and check her out. She is in Sydney, Australia, the other side of the world. She has a fabulous channel. She shows us her whips, her faux, her yarn hauls, and being in Australia, her yarn is well different to ours, so it is very interesting. Her beautiful dog Coco, how can we not even mention Coco? She's a gorgeous little Pomeranian. Litza's been making her little doggy sweaters because it's winter over in Australia at the moment. So cute. Litza also does like craft fairs and stuff like that, and she does a lot of community crochet projects. So if that all sounds like your thing, plus she does others, I just can't list it all. Go and check her out, guys. I will put her link down in the description box, and I will also link Litza's playlist for this Cal as well, because I only do 8 rows a month. So if you really have got no other projects and you want a big block of something to do, jump in and get it done. You can do it, but no pressure. But yeah, go and check out Litza and Coco. They are adorable and they are really good friends of mine and I love them to bits. So there we go. Right, the next thing is another blanket and it is the Luck of the Draw 7. And I have just put in week 17. Yesterday, Nan drew the number for this week, but I can't put it in until I've shown you last week's. So as soon as I jump off, I'll be putting the new colour in. But I need to show you what I did last week. Luck of the Draw, what is that, you say? Well, Nan from Nan's Next Knots, this is her brainchild. She came up with the concept of pick a main colour and then pick 8 other colours and just number them 1 through 8. And then watch her video once a week on a Thursday and she will blindly pick a number out of her lucky green hat, and whatever yarn you've put to that number, that's what you put in your project. And it doesn't have to be a blanket. There is a specific Luck of the Draw blanket, which Mike and I did last time.
Yes, I did join in last time.
But you can put this concept to any project you want to make. It could be a wrap, a shawl, a cardigan, a ruana. There were curtains made, amigurumi snakes made. You name it, people have done it. Bags, I've seen bags being done. So whatever project you want to do, just let Nan take the stress of colour coordination. She'll tell you the order to put it in your project, and it is so fun because you don't know what colour you're going to be using next until you watch her video.
Apart from the main colour.
Apart from the main, because you put that in. Main, Nan's pick. Main, Nan's pick. Main, Nan's pick. And it runs for 20 weeks. This is my second project, and she's just drawn week 18, so there's 3 colours left to put in this, guys, and then that one's done. So that's my other mindless thing done and dusted, which is a little bit bittersweet. But if you don't know Nan, check her out. I'll link her down below. There is always time to catch up. You only have to do a few rows of your main and a few rows of whatever colour she's picked. There's still time to catch up, but no pressure. Maybe jump in on the next one if there is a next one. We're all trying to convince Nan that we need to do a next one because it is so very popular and it is all over the YouTube streets. Now for me, I'm doing what I'm calling my ugly experiment. It's not really a pattern. I just decided to do a row of half double, a row of half double in the third loop, row of half double, row of half double in the third loop. And I did that for my band of main and my band of whatever colour Nan picked. And I picked 8 singular skeins of variegated or self-striping that I didn't have any other use for, chucked them all together in one blanket, and this is going to be a spare blanket for Rolo. So he can have one in use, one in the wash, switch them out. This dog is going to be spoilt in the next 3 or 4 weeks when they're both done. So this week was this colour here. It has pink, yellow and blue, and my main colour is the mushroom. And as you can see, by doing that half double crochet in the third loop, it gives the appearance of a knit stitch, but it is not a knit stitch. This is all crochet. And it looks different on both sides, guys. Am I even showing you the right end? Yeah, I am. It's because it's variegated and it changes on different parts of the blanket, but it is blue, yellow and pink, and it does merge into a little bit of green in places as well. So super pretty. There it is. And uh-oh, Manfa was lazy. She didn't do her ends. I'll have to sort that out before next week. That is really not like Manfa at all. She normally does her ends, but I'm sure you guys can forgive me, and I will get that sorted before next week. And this is a super lovely big long blanket as well. Oh, excuse me, bending off frame. There's my main. I'm still attached. I'm going to need another skein of that one. Okay, so that is my Luck of the Draw 7. Oh, bear with me, guys, bear with me. Oh, and I never tell you what number it was because you need to go to Nan's to find that out. It's not my place to tell you.
Right, so
Nan will be linked down below as well. Please check her out. She's a lovely, lovely lady. And we look forward to seeing her every week picking her numbers for us. Now, the last thing, if I can pick it up. Here we go. It's living in my What the Flock bag. which I absolutely love, obviously. Not only for the Mingo, but for the insinuation. Yes, so I completed the Have You Ever Wondered, started the cowl that I've started with a couple of my bezies, and those 2 projects. The only other thing that I've managed to get started is involving, do you remember this bag of thread that I purchased, guys? The super duper itty bitty teeny weeny super thin thread. I won't show you black, you won't be able to see it. Oh yeah. Let's use this bright orange if I can find an end. Bear with. Oh, I have to pick one that I can't find an end easily. I'll just do this. It is like sewing thread, guys. It's thinner than floss for your teeth. This is literally sewing or embroidery thread. It is ridiculously thin. So, what have I been doing with my thread? So excited. I also told you that I bought this book to do hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cow, because it's flower babies, and I said that I was going to attempt to use thread to make them because I'm crazy, right? Well, yes I am. Even Mike was shocked at how tiny this came out. It's not finished. I have got the head and the body and the arms and the leaf, but I've still got to put on whatever flower I'm putting on the top of their head. And I'm not going to tell you what flower I'm putting on. I was hoping to get this done before today and you could see it in its entirety, but things went awry. So you'll see the completed flower baby next week. So I'm going to keep you hanging as to which one I'm doing, okay? So I'm not going to show you the bit I've started for the flower because it will give too much away, but I am using, guys, a 1.5mm clover or more for this. There you go, there's the proof. 1.5mm, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you the hook head. There you go. Like, magnifying glass needed. I haven't actually used a magnifying glass, but this made my eyes burn. They were leaking. Headache. But it is worth it because you wait till you see it. It is super, super cute and adorable. Okay, are you ready? So let me just hold up this book one more time. This is Amigurumi Flower Babies, 12 Mini Dolls to Crochet by Basten Braver. It is a Search Press or 50 Search Press publication. And like I said, I'm not telling you which one of them dinky dots I'm making, but if I hold it up against the white of the middle of that book, look, it's tiny. Right, let's put the book down. So I need to put the flower on the top. Look, he's got such a little bold nugget at the minute. Look at him. But he's so happy. Look how, like, he's like pumping the air with his arms. Now, I do not have safety eyes small enough to use with thread. So I have just had to put a couple of knots in there for eyeballs. I don't particularly like the look of it, but it's the best I could do. So if any of you know of some itty bitty, super tiny, ridiculously small safety eyes, let me know. Because at the moment I'm using knots. And as you can see, there's his little leafy body. And then on the back, oh, he has a little leaf cape. You see? And now I just need to add his little flower on the top. But he is so tiny. I mean, he's not even as big as my little finger. Look. He is minuscule. And it doesn't say on the thread what thickness it is, but honestly it is like sewing thread. And I think it might even be thinner than one of my friends who I know will watch this. She does a lot with thread, and I think it's even thinner than the thread she uses, and it's definitely a smaller hook because she says she uses a 2mm, so I had to beat her. Amanda, I've beaten you. 1.5mm, and I'm talking about Amanda, Obsessive Crochet Lady. I'll link her down below now that I've mentioned her.
She was going to get mentioned anyway.
But yes, 1.5mm, Amanda. No. And sewing thread, basically. So, if you want to, Amanda, try and beat me. Let's keep this going. How thin can we go? How small can we go? But yes, this is very labour intensive. And with it being an amigurumi, trying to do these tiny little stitches and then just to put the stuffing in, I had to use my little fingertip because my other fingers were a bit fat to get it in the bit that I was stuffing. And then when I closed it up even more, I had to use the end of the hook to kind of push it in where it needed to go because it is just so... But yeah, there you go, Moo. Sarah, Crafty Moo Sarah. This will be my entry into this month's Moo's Flower Power Cowl. What do you reckon? I am so super stoked with that. It's tiny. And I don't even have a project bag small enough for things like this. I nearly said it again. My potion snouch. He literally gets lost in there. And see, that one says calm the flock down. I mean, I'm obviously loving this theme with this project. But he gets lost in there. So I'm going to have to find an itty-bitty little purse or pouch of some kind to keep these little tiny... Look, I mean, he's just about as big as my glasses. Totally ridiculous. But so incredibly amazing. I have to get him right up to the camera. So yeah, there's my flower baby. And you will see him next week with whatever flower I put on his old noggin. His bold little nog. So, over to you, Mike.
Over to me. So, I don't have a lot to show you, so disclaimer. Sorry.
It's more than what he's shown you in 2 weeks.
Yes, but one of the reasons why I had a paddy, because I got yarn bath and it snapped.
Yeah.
So, I threw it away, put it away, and then
he had a big old man tantrum.
Yes. And I did that for 2 weeks. Didn't do anything.
He was sulking.
You'll see 2 rows from 2 weeks ago, because you didn't see them, and 2 rows from this week. In fact, the last 2 days, because I haven't done anything.
He was super busy with work as well. He did not pick up his hooks for 2 weeks because of the tiredness and the work, but also man tantrum. Big style.
Now, my pattern I'm about to show you.
And Tile of the Week took a lot of our time as well.
Yes, it did. Yeah. The pattern I'm about to show you is the Feeling Fancy shawl, done by Obsessive Crochet Amanda. Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda.
Don't forget she's a lady.
Oh yeah, she's a lady.
She's a lady.
And it is beginner friendly.
Yes,
amazing pattern because, well, I love it.
I've made one and I loved it.
Yeah, and it is also very affordable.
Yes.
$4.50. Yeah. Because she's not
She's
English.
in the US. She's not in the UK.
And we're the only ones that have a pound. So.
Yes.
Anyway, without further ado. Oh, hang on. It's in this. The cake that I'm using is in this cake bag done by Queen's Craft Bridget.
By Bridget. Queen's Crafts by Bridget.
Harry Potter.
Yes. It is. I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm even wearing yellow tonight.
And if you haven't seen it, there's the cake I'm using. It is very...
Yeah, don't manhandle it too much. You'll get more bath. Oh. Yeah, you'll get more bath. When it starts collapsing, you need to leave it alone.
So, without further ado, I put the stitch marker to where I left it last, so you can see what I've done.
I thought he was going to show it to you upside down again. He was.
And there it is.
Move over my way a bit.
It's getting big. I can't even hold the middle. It's getting very big. It's out of the camera there.
Yeah.
but the stitch marker's on your side.
But can you see that we're starting to get into the dark
blues,
blue now?
Yeah. So it won't be long, and that's 4 rows.
So 2 from 3 weeks ago and 2 from this week.
Yep.
So
I'm
smidgy bit.
getting into the dark blues, and I reckon in about 3 or 4 rows, maybe a bit more, because it's getting that big. So I'm not even sure, but I'll be starting the lacy edge.
Yeah, I think put another 2 in and see where
See
you
where
are
I
with
am.
your yarn.
Yeah. But that's mine, and you got the sparkle.
Yep.
And it's going from lilac, lilac, all the way down to dark blue.
Yep.
And it will soon go even darker.
And he's making it as a gift for somebody.
I am. It looks like chainmail from a distance.
It really doesn't, but okay. So there you go. There's his smidgy bit of progress. Now he's over his man tantrum and he's picked it back up, and hopefully he will get some good progress on there for next week.
I am planning on doing
He did
some
not
tonight.
pick up his Highland Coup because, again, work, tiredness, other commitments, tile of the week, because they're so huge at the minute. They're taking us 2 evenings rather than 1. So that's a whole evening discounted before we've even started. So
yes, it is.
there are lots of reasons, but whatever the reasons, he has now picked up his hook again and he is back on it. So
I have these little moments, to be fair.
yeah,
It's not the first and it won't be the last.
this is probably the 2nd or 3rd time his
Yeah.
Crojo's just up and...
But this time it was only 2 weeks. The first one was months.
Yeah.
Didn't do my C2C for ages.
No. But, yes, Mike is back. A little bit of progress to show. Like Mike said, Amanda's pattern is so beginner friendly. It is not even funny how...
And it looks amazing, to be fair.
It is. I don't want to say simple because that sounds negative to me. It is not complex in any way, shape or form, but it has such a lovely aesthetic when it's completed, especially with the ruffly border.
Mm-hmm.
When Mike starts putting on that frilly edge, that lacy edge as she calls it, you will really start to see the whole thing come together as a whole beautiful project.
And when it's done, I'm going to model it.
So I will put Amanda's link down below. I will also type out the email address you need should you wish to purchase the pattern. You email her, she'll tell you where to send the $4.50. You then email her saying that you have sent it to said place, and then she will email you the PDF copy straight away. Bish bash bosh, job's a good un, and away you go. And yes, she has started her new job this week. So personal side note, yay Amanda, congratulations, so happy for you. So there you go, that's our crochet catch up for this week. Now tomorrow, hopefully you will finally get to see the last episode of the 1st season of Have You Ever Wondered. Sorry it has taken me so long. I will apologise again in the video tomorrow. Then it will be our live. Please come and hang out with us, come and chat, come and have some giggles. It's always giggle fest at our lives. Because you guys are just awesome. You are really good friends of ours. You really get us. And it's the only time of the week that we can actually sit and chat with you one-to-one in real time, because yes, you see these videos, but it's not live. I can't respond to anything that you're typing, so I really do love the lives. I look forward to it each and every week. And then Sunday is a very important video because, nudge nudge, hint hint, there is a hidden giveaway in one of this week's videos. I'm not going to tell you which one, because you then might have to watch all of them and, you know, watch time. I'm not even going to lie about it. But there is a hidden giveaway in one of my videos this week. So if you want to be in with a chance, you need to watch that video and do what I ask you to do in that video before the end of Saturday, because I am picking the winner on Sunday. And then a whole brand new week of more crochet shenanigans to come. So we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you very much for your time, your love and your support. Check out my friends down in the description box. You will not be disappointed with any of them. And we shall see you tomorrow for our live. But watch the video tomorrow too, guys. Thank you very much. Until then,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Come back next week for the next episode of Tile of the Week, Thursday.
which is not this video. Get some good quality crafting time in. We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Go find the hidden giveaway. Be with a chance to win. Love you. Bye.